On to you. What's going on to you, Capricorn? So you Capricorns actually have the Five of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and you have the Six of Wands. A lot of stuff going on. I got my TV service knocked off. Basically, my TV service, I decided to get rid of it because, you know what I'm saying, the bill was coming out to be too much. And my mom was like, oh, I don't want this. I'm like, but you got to give something up, though. So remember when it is I said that I was going to not watch TV? It's coming true. So you have the Five of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and then you have the Six of Wands. So these three cards right here for you Capricorns represent all of your hopes and your dreams are actually coming true. A lot of you Capricorns are just staying focused and focusing on your hopes and your dreams, right? The things that you've always wanted and working for those things, putting your nose to the grindstone, so to speak, right? Staying focused, staying humble, and staying practical, working hard. The Knight of Swords and the Five of Swords right here for you Capricorns also represent, but you know that you're going to have certain obstacles in the way. You know that some people are going to give you a little bit of, or certain things are going to give you resistance, whether it's people or certain situations, right? And so you're in a specific case where for you, a lot of you are in a space where, a lot of you are very much so in a space where for you Capricorns, you have to, this is all part of you. This is all part of your empowerment. I've talked about this countless of times, or a lot. I ain't gonna say countless, but a lot of times. Like, the more power you have, the more responsibility you have. You Capricorns are upgrading your life, your lifestyle. Things are becoming great. So guess what that means? That means that you got to be intelligent and capable enough to manage this stuff, to work it out, to actually have it handled, to do what it is that you need to do. And so the situation for you Capricorns is that for you Capricorns, y'all are in a place, and the situation for you Capricorns is that you Capricorns are in a place where you actually are handling your business, but obviously certain things are happening for you where it's like you realize that this is a whole other journey. You thought that you were on the grind, and you were. But now that you Capricorns are upgrading your life, you realize that that upgrade of your lifestyle is a whole other journey in on it to itself. Because now it's the sense that you got to get rid of the people that are not well, that are not fitting well. The people that want to come through, take what you have, the certain situations, whatever. And I've been saying this for I've been saying this for a year, basically, since 2024. That when you get on your grind, you will have to stop rocking with certain people. It's going to happen because you're not going to be able to do both. And I'm glad that more people are starting to kind of open their eyes up and really see that you can't do both. I can't hang out with people whom I may or may not be familiar with on the block and still do this. I will spend all day outside if I choose them over you. So guess what that's going to do? That's going to take away from me doing readings, because I only do readings in my place of business. You dig what I'm saying? For now, until I decide to travel, to go check out some real estate, to see where it is that I'm going to live, make that place my home office. But the point that I'm trying to make here with that is, right, where I actually conduct business out of. But the point that I'm trying to make here with that situation is that for you, you realize that, like, you can't be in that specific situation for you. It's that type of scenario. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be, because what's happening for you is that your life is changing. And so the habits that you do has to change along with it. The Hangman, the Seven of Wands, and the Four of Cups right here for you represents how, since that's the case, a lot of you are very much so in a specific situation where for you, y'all are very much so living y'all lives and things are going well. But guess what's going to happen? The Hangman, right? The Seven of Wands, the Four of Cups, your life is going to get even better. Now, granted, I will put you Capricorns onto this, and this is something that's happening now. Your life is becoming better. Your lifestyle is becoming better. Here's the thing, though, with this empowered lifestyle that you Capricorns are living, I want you to also understand there will be people in your business. You know, you just have to be able to handle this. More and more people are asking me, what do I do? And I tell them honestly, right? Like, hey, I invest. I don't, that's what you're supposed to do. That's what all millionaires do. That's what all of them do. That 100% of them. It's like all of them do. And they're like, well, what do you mean when you say 100%? Well, 100%, every single last one of them, because that's what an investment is supposed to be. It's supposed to be a multiplication of your money. Whatever it is that you invest, it's supposed to multiply it. So how they became financially wealthy is because they took whatever they could get, whatever they could salvage, whatever they can gain, right? Of course, not ill-begottenly. Of course, you want to get your money clean and clear, but then you basically want to put it into a invested, which grows it. And so your life is going to become better. The situation for you Capricorns, though, is with this, your life becoming better, you got a lot more people sniffing around. The Seven of Wands and the Four of Cups represents a lot more people trying to let you know that they're interested. And everybody loves a winner. Everybody loves a winner. And so the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Cups right here represents how, and since that's the case, what it is that you've got going on is that y'all are in a space where for you, the Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, this is a space for you where for you, Capricorns, right? You're good. You don't need a whole lot. You're good. Two of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, Two of Cups. They're gonna want to kind of be your significant other. But again, you Capricorns, depending on who you are, you might be for it, you might not be for it. I know I'm not, personally, right? Because people ask me what I would do. I know I'm not with it. I don't want anybody around me who only likes me because I'm trying to build something for myself, or I'm building something. Because I would want that person to be building something with me, as opposed to expecting me to do it and then they show up. It's like, no, you need to get in the trenches with me, stuff like this. Because that ideology of, you supposed to do all the work, you got to handle that, that's your dream. But then at the same time, it's like, okay, but you want to benefit from it, right? And you want to benefit not just one time, but you want to benefit for a lifetime, right? So you need to get yourself in here in the trenches with me and earn that. Because you do the work, I can now turn back and go, yeah, this person did help me. This person did help me get it out of the mud. No doubt. I did have some help along the way. So I'm going to go ahead and hook this person up, you know what I'm saying, and give them their just desserts because of that. Not, oh, I'm just going to watch you work. And so a lot of you Capricorns, y'all are going to get a lot more people being interested in you. You're going to have to pick and choose who you're going to accept, who you're not. Because I'm telling you from personal experience, a lot of people are starting to become a lot more attracted to me, a lot more flirtation. And me, I'm just keeping it respectful. I'm not saying anything. I'm in the cut. I'm just chilling, honestly. I'm just chilling and doing my thing and staying focused and handling my business. I am not really taking anybody too seriously. I'm just handling my business. That's all I'm doing. I'm still moving the same way that I normally would, with respect specifically. And just showing people love, showing people support. I don't have to always be the center of attention and all of that. And so I'm chilling. That's it. So let's clarify the Two of Cups. So let's clarify the Two of Cups. And it's a whole other kettle of fish when now come talking to you Capricorns about this, because you will start asking yourself, when did you become so wanted? You know, like, again, like for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would have, I would have a lot of people waste time and play games with me, especially since I wasn't necessarily playing games with them. Was there a point in time where I was playing games, where I wanted to play games? Yeah, because I thought that that's how it is that you had to be. I thought that that was the best thing that a person had to be. You know why? Because I thought at one point, this was when I was a teenager, I thought at one point that if I didn't do that, then I would essentially get played. And in my early 20s, I would get played. But the more I grew up and the more I learned, specifically, the more I learned and put it into practice, is the more that I realized that all of that game plan is not it. So I did say that I was trying to date between 14 and 21. I went really hard when it came to dating. That is most definitely true. There was a point in time in between trying to get to know people that I would try to play, because I would see how successful it was for other people. And I would scratch my head thinking, why is it that it's so successful for other people, but for me, it's not successful? And so what I realized in all of that is that the best thing that people goofed on me for, or kind of gave me a little bit of push, but not much. There wasn't a lot of people talking about, oh, you know, you stupid. It was well, some people did that, but the majority of people understood where it is that I was coming from, and they respected it, but they didn't think that it was possible for them. And so I'm still doing the same thing then, because I learned why on top of that. So my suggestion for you, Capricorns, is to not accept people coming around you like that. So to clarify the Two of Cups, you have the Hermit, Five of Wands, Ace of Cups, the Six of Wands, and then you have the Page of Wands for you, Capricorn. So what's going on here for you is that ultimately, because what's going on is that you got to play this from the invisible game. You got to just stay out of the way. Make yourself as just unknown. Treat people with respect. Stay quiet. Stay under the radar. Do your thing. Because the Five of Wands and the Ace of Cups, people are going to get upset with you when you don't want to take them on as a dependent, because now you just don't want to pay their bills. They have to actually contribute to a relationship, right? And so the situation with that is that the Six of Wands and the Page of Wands here speaks to how you Capricorns, and you also want reciprocation. See, people think that just because you Capricorns are becoming better, well off, that there isn't anything that they can give to you, right? Because they think from the mentality of, well, you have so much, but why are you asking? Not even realizing that the reason why it is that you're asking is because just because you have so much does not necessarily mean that you have everything. You're still missing love. When you start talking about this, people have, you know, they talk about it, but that's the truth. You know, you have a lot, but the only way that a person is going to get in is if they earn their trust with you. But other than that, you Capricorns got to watch your back in that sense, because you're becoming too successful. You know, you're becoming too successful, too good at what it is that you do. You know what I'm saying? Too successful, too good. And what I mean by that is you handling your business. You dig what I'm saying? And when you carry yourself with a certain level of dignity and respect, people are going to rock with you. People are going to rock with you because of the fact that you carrying yourself with dignity and respect. Straight up. And what's going to happen is that, however, it doesn't mean that they will carry themselves like that. They just like you, but it doesn't mean that they will carry themselves like that. And so because of that, a lot of you Capricorns will also have to understand that the relationship has to be started. If they want any kind of connection with you, it has to be started from the right reasons. I don't hang out with people who only like me for my bread. I don't hang out with people who only like me for my potential, okay? They have to actually see that I'm a person that's on the grind now, today, that's staying quiet, behind in the shadows that doesn't seek a lot of attention, because I can't explain to you, Capricorns, for instance, how many people will contact me in the DMs with it and ask for help constantly. But then it's like they'll have more followers than me, but then I have way less followers than them, and I don't ask for their help per se. I don't ask for it. I keep my mouth quiet, and I go through what I go through in silence, and I still continue to grind regardless. And so what it is that a lot of people are scared of their phone being dry, and they have to be, and with me, they're going to have to accept their phone being dry, because they're not going to be this, if they're going to be with me, they're not going to be this person that's like caught up with the hype of their phone and then at the same time trying to be in a relationship with me. Your phone going to have to get dry, because my phone's dry. I don't have a whole lot of people calling me every single day on the line, because too many people play games, right? Like, especially if you're serious, Capricorn, you're looking for one person. Listen, the best thing for me, the best thing that I can suggest is get one person. 2 or more is wild. Get one person that's very valuable. You know why? Because having all these people in your energy, 2 or more, guess what? You're putting yourself in more situations, or more, you're making it a better probability in which you fail where it is that you want to get to. You know why? Jealousy, envy, the people that they're connected to. Sometimes they get sent from other people to do something, to get a lick from you. You don't want to deal with that. When you deal with one person, you're going straight to the source of where certain situations are happening. So that's pretty much it for now. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. You Capricorns need to watch your back. Things are happening, good things are happening for you. Good, but you got to be smarter the more you have. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. I'm trying to get the YouTube channel to 200K. I'm at 24,995. Smash the subscribe button, like button. Hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you'll be notified whenever I drop my videos. What else? If you want to come through and get a personal reading from me, the link to that is in the comment section below. Peace.